Christen. 2.5 years ago, I made the decision to meet a girl I met on Tinder at a Walmart to go shopping with her. Little did I know how much that decision would change my life. Even though we were in the middle of a pandemic, I knew I wanted to meet you just from the conversations we had had. From the moment I saw you walking towards me, I knew there was something special about you. By the end of that night, after having our first kiss overlooking Lake Michigan, because I refused to let it happen in a Walmart parking lot, I knew we had a future ahead of us. Since that night, we have grown closer and closer, and I have learned just how amazing of a person you are. You are one of the most loving and caring people I have ever met. Our consistent joking back and forth that never gets old. How you always look beautiful even when you don't feel like you do. You always telling me how much you appreciate everything I do for us, and the respect and love you have for me and my family are just some of the things that make me feel like I'm the luckiest person on earth. I know you're going to be an amazing mother, and I promise to be the best father I can be to our Lily. I promise to do everything I can to support our marriage and our family. I promise to love you unconditionally and stand by your side through anything that comes our way. I know together we will have an amazing life, and I can't wait to do it by your side. I will love you forever and a day.
You're gonna make me cry.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you for being my dad. Nolan, although we both agreed that we weren't looking for anything serious, the more we talked, I knew it was no coincidence that we shared the same values, dreams for our futures, and love of funfetti cake. But from the moment I saw you in that parking lot, I immediately felt our connection in person was as genuine as it had been over text. During one of our drives, Better Together by Luke Combs came on the radio and I started crying. It was that exact moment that I realized I was in love with you. Listening to the words of that song, sitting there with you, I knew it would never feel that right with anyone else. But thankfully I was wearing sunglasses and you couldn't see me crying because I told myself I wasn't going to say those 3 words first and scare you off. But luckily for me, you're pretty difficult to scare because you stuck with me even after our first vacation together when I led you right into a hurricane. I thought for sure your mom would never approve of me after that one. But through all of the literal and figurative storms that we've faced together, you have been unwavering in your love and friendship. You support me in every way. You know exactly how to keep me grounded when I feel like things are falling apart, and you remind me daily of what being truly loved feels like. I love the hours we spend driving around and how nearly every drive I hear, "That's a nice boat." I love the way you expectantly look at me when you know you've made a terrible joke. I love the way you light up like a kid in a candy shop when we walk through the fishing section in the store just to look. And most of all, I love the look in your eyes and smile on your face when we talk about our future and our little growing family. You are not only the love of my life, but also my best friend. I'm so excited and lucky to call you my husband, and in a few short months watch you take on a whole new role as a father. There is no other person I would rather have by my side. I love you forever and a day.